And welcome back to Subculture. Now we've got something very special for you. We're going to chat to Mollie Mooney, who is making her writing debut with a brand new show that is on at the Butterfly Club. It starts on the 1st and runs right through to the 6th of May. It's called If Unicorns Were Real. And to tell us a little bit more about it, we've actually got Mollie on the phone right now. Welcome to the program, Mollie.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
So, Mollie, tell us a little bit about If Unicorns Were Real. Where did the idea come about for this show?
So basically, I always like to preface it by saying that it's my personal little love letter to those out there who have suffered from anything mental health related. It's like 1 in 5 Australians, I think. With that in mind, it follows this man and woman, Michael and Louise, who have met via Tinder, and they've been talking for about a week or so. And they end up going on this date, and for whatever reason, they've left the restaurant early, and they've ended up at Michael's apartment. And so basically, over the course of 50 minutes, we get to watch these two humans have this very relatable and beautiful connection, and they basically break the rules of a first date and just lay everything on the table, and secrets are revealed, skeletons are revealed and all that. And we basically just get to learn what brought them to this very specific moment in time. And yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people do suffer from mental health issues. Of course, our listeners all know that I suffer from anxiety quite badly at times. Was this a personal show for you to write? Did you find it difficult to write?
No, honestly, it kind of tumbled out of me, to be honest, because I've also had my struggles with mental health. So I started writing it about this time last year, and there would be times where it would just sort of come right out of me. It was a very cathartic and therapeutic process for me. So I'd just be sitting on the tram listening to music, and then suddenly I'd have these ideas, and it would just literally tumble out of me onto my phone, and then I'd put it onto my laptop later that day. So yeah, it was a very odd process. It just came out of me.
Yeah.
To be honest. Yeah.
In the past, we've known you as a performer and also an artistic director. Is writing something that you've always been passionate about?
It's always been. I was always the kid in primary school who would just write too many words during a story, like a short story thing. You'd be given a word count, and I'd just write like 1,000 words over the word count. So I think it's always been something I've wanted to do, but I guess when I became an actor, it became a crutch to sort of rely on the script and be like, oh, the words are written for me. That's great. I don't have to do anything. But then during COVID, I started writing and thinking maybe I'll do this one time. And then last year, I just decided to do it. You know, I've got nothing to lose.
Does it change the dynamic a little bit as well, because you're also starring in this production? Does it change that dynamic at all because you've actually written it as well?
Oh, absolutely. And it's actually so I've started a theatre company, and it's actually the first show of my theatre company. So it's a very different dynamic. I feel like I have to constantly be chill.
Yeah.
And like usually at this point, I'd be sort of stressing with the other actors and venting to them, but because it's my theatre company, I'm the writer, I'm also the producer, I feel like I have to sort of be a rock.
Definitely.
Which is a very different experience, a great experience, don't get me wrong, but yeah, it's certainly been very different. So I'm very lucky to have an amazing team. Alistair Ward, who's my director, Tobin Varley, who is my fellow actor. I'm very lucky to have them as my team.
That was actually going to be my next question. Tell us a little bit about.
You to it.
Tell us a little bit about Tobin and why you thought he was perfect for this role.
Well, I really wanted someone natural and just down to earth. And I remember Tobin came in, and we we just instantly connected. Alistair and I just connected with him. He was like, yeah, there was no need to prove anything. He was just sort of being very natural and just telling us about his day and checking in on us. And he seemed really keen to learn about the process and everything. So we were like, oh, yeah, cool. This guy seems cool. Yeah.
And Alistair, of course, he's an award-winning graduate. Tell us a little bit about him, what he's like to work with, and why you thought he was perfect for this show as well.
Well, he just makes me feel so calm, which is something like I really love about Alistair. So I know that, you know, I have to be a rock for everyone else, but then I can sort of vent to him, and he's like, he takes it in, and he's really great at like handling all of that. He's always a constant calm energy in the room, which is really good to work with, and his ideas are always so beautiful. And yeah, he's just a very beautiful human being to work with. He's very caring, and yeah.
Setting up your own theatre company with Over the Moon Productions, that is a huge step in your career. Where are you hoping that will lead to in the future? Are you hoping to regularly put on shows, or what are the plans there?
I'm hoping to, yeah. I really want it to be a place where people can feel safe and nurtured and looked after. And because I've had my time in the past where I sort of felt, oh, is acting for me? I felt a bit of, I don't know, fallen out of love with it a little bit in the past, you know, during COVID. It was a very hard time. So I created this theatre company in hopes that it would be this place where people could sort of find the love again and remember the fun, and just take it back to an easier, less stressful environment where we just, you know, connect and have fun together in the room as actors and creative people. And yeah, so I hope to be able to do at least a show a year as we start out, and then hopefully in the future I can open it up to more artists and make it an opportunity for writers to collaborate and try out their material and stuff like that, yeah.
Well, that sounds amazing, and we definitely cannot wait to see where that theatre company goes to over the next few years. But for all of our listeners, if you want to head along and check out If Unicorns Were Real, it is on from the 1st to the 6th of May, 8:30 each night at the Butterfly Club, which is in Carson Place in Melbourne. And you can grab those tickets from thebutterflyclub.com, and we'll put a link up on our website as well. Mollie, to finish off, what would you like to say to anybody out there who is thinking about heading along to check out If Unicorns Were Real?
I think just come on down. Like, you're going to leave with a smile, I think, and it'll leave you with a little bit of hope in your heart. So, yeah, come on down, and you've got nothing to lose. Come say hi.
Definitely. Well, there you go, listeners. Go and grab your tickets for If Unicorns Were Real. Again, it is on from the 1st to the 6th of May, 8:30 each night at the Butterfly Club, and you can grab those tickets from thebutterflyclub.com. Mollie, thank you so much for taking the time to chat to us today. It's been an absolute honour having you on the show, and we hope a lot of our listeners will actually head along and check out the show.
I hope so too. Thank you so much for having me.